Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show, where the aquarist, reptilist, and birdist, and all them people come.
Maybe we should be the zooists.
Yeah, I got to find another word because I don't want to be it doesn't need to be aquarist anymore. It needs to be something all around, more to include everybody. But we'll get that figured out. That ain't no big deal. We got smart people to come up with good words.
Animal nerds.
That's right. All right, you guys, good morning. We do have a special guest, but I'm going to say the hellos real quick. Levi, hey, it's good to see you. Miss Holly, good to see you. Whips World, what's up? ABC Aquatic Biotope Creations, hey, good to see you. Welcome back. Big Dennis, good morning, Dennis. And Annette and Miss Laurie and Danny Weshy. And I love what he says. Yo, it's time for the Aquatic Morning Show. Lurking and working. You have a beautiful day. Good. It's pretty here today, too. Probably get up to about 80 again. Thank goodness. I was talking to Brandon last night, and I was like, I want to move to Florida. Hey, James, Fish Dream Fever, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome. You must still be up from all night. It's usually the only time he gets to pop in. All right. Jerry. Hey, Jerry. So, you guys, Jerry is the one that helped Brandon. They kind of guided him around Aquascape. So it was really nice to meet him, too. So you guys need to make sure you guys sub up to Mr. Jerry. Dragon Layer, Joseph Stanley. Oh, and we've got 2 announcements, too. I'll say that in a minute. Brooklyn Bell, good morning, lady. Rico Stan. PB Aquatics, good morning, you guys. Chris Howell, Dennis Christensen, G-Bear. I said Chris Howell. Skipper coming in through Facebook.
So really, he is working and lurking.
Yes. Patrick Hardy, good morning or good evening. You're about to go to sleep. All right. Well, have a good night, sleep, day.
Nighty night, Patrick. Sweet dreams.
That's right. Sweet dreams. Debbie Holden, good morning. Mike Reggio. What? My daddy is in chat?
That's your daddy?
That is my daddy, you guys. Mike Reggio. Hi, Daddy. Love you.
Hello, Jess's daddy.
Patrick Hardy said, at Jess, a.k.a. Louisiana Empress. Love it. Oh, my God. I'm so happy my dad actually came in at stream.
I guess I'll behave then.
He'd love you, Miss Dee Dee. He'd love you. Snoochie Booch.
I'm not going to behave. You know that.
Joseph
whatever morning personality is allowed.
Right. All right. So we do have real fast 2 birthdays today. We've got our very own Rico Stan. And
he's on screen with us.
And Brooklyn Bell told Rico happy birthday. Daniel Velez. Daniel Velez and Rico, very much happy birthday. I'll do something for you later on in the show. I just can't get to it at the moment. But Merrick Tomczyk, good morning. Welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show. All right, you guys. We're not going to make him wait any longer. Here is our friend, Brandon, the blind fish keeper. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning.
It was so cool to hang out with you at Aquascape.
Yeah, it was. I wish we had a little more time to chat and hang out.
I know. Of course, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Anyway.
That's all it is.
It is. It almost seems like that's what everybody's doing.
Yep.
It's not just me, but just everybody's just because you want to get to everything.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So I know that you've been on other streams, but not everybody in our chat has been there.
That's true.
we're going to kind of start from the beginning.
Sure.
How did you become blind? At what point in life did that happen, and what is it? What made you become blind at that age or whatever?
I've been blind for a little bit over 5 years,
Okay.
and it's complications from diabetes.
Okay.
So I've got a condition called diabetic retinopathy. And basically that condition is we've got somewhere back in our genealogy before we were humans, our bodies, you know, they're really incredible. They'll try to repair everything, anything
right.
that goes wrong, right?
Yeah.
So with your diabetes, everything is about your blood.
Okay.
And, you know, your blood circulates through everything in your body. So therefore, diabetes attacks everything in your body.
Yeah.
Well, in my eyes, I started having, when you've got a lot of bad fluctuation in your blood sugars, instability, your blood vessels expand and contrast, depending on where your blood sugars are at. Okay. So in your eyes, they're really delicate, and if that happens too much, prolonged expansion and contraction will cause the blood vessels to rupture, and then you start bleeding into your eyes. So then your body starts trying to fix those ruptured blood vessels by laying down some archaic prehistoric blood vessels back in place where the other ones were, and they aren't really necessarily functional. So then you build up a bunch of blood vessels that aren't helping, and then those start rupturing, and eventually you just go blind. The blood vessels continuously popping and rupturing just take your sight away.
Now, does it continue? Does it keep going, or did it stop at a point? Or
no, I'll never. There's no way to fix what's going wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's all complications due to me being a dumb kid. You know how we all feel like we're invincible.
Yes.
When we're young, I've had diabetes type 1. It's called Juvenile Onset diabetes. And,
I've heard of it.
I've had it since I was 11 years old, and I am 42 now.
Wow.
So about the 20-year mark of having diabetes, all of those years of me thinking I was invincible started catching up to me. Yeah. And that's when the first signs of complications started. The blindness was the most recent thing that happened, and that was real fast. I was told it was kind of a slow process, but I found out that I was going blind because of the retinopathy in April of 2016. And by September of that same year, I was completely blind.
Geez, that fast.
Yep. And I mean, even faster than that, really. I was at work the day I completely lost my sight. I had still had one good eye that I could see out of and drive and go to work. And one eye had got just butchered in a surgery. And I never got sight back in that eye, but I was at work, and over the span of an hour, I had a bleed open up in my eye, the good eye, and I watched my sight disappear.
Oh no!
Yeah. I had to. Haven't ever driven again from that day. Haven't anything. Haven't worked. I haven't. Yeah.
Wow. So you had fish then?
Oh yes, I've been doing fish, aquarium, animals in general since as long as I can remember. My grandmother taught me about fish and aquariums back in the late 80s, 1980s. And I've been just enthralled with animals and fish ever since.
Right. What other animals did you have?
Oh Lord. I have kept various little wild creatures, just stuff that I've come across: snakes, frogs, toads, turtles. I have played with little wild, raccoons and squirrels, and worked
Now,
on farms and
did you
petting
ever
zoos.
get any, did you ever bottle feed like any squirrels or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We did that growing up, and then me and my husband bottle fed a raccoon. We didn't keep him. We just kind of rehabilitated him.
Mm-hmm,
They wouldn't let us keep him.
Yeah, I didn't keep any of mine. There's a flip that switches when they hit a certain age. Squirrels and any wild animal, really, they hit a certain age and it's no bueno anymore.
Right, exactly. That's
the little raccoon that I got, he was sick and ended up passing away. There wasn't anything we could do with him, but I tried.
Yeah, sure you did.
But I've done all kinds of stuff. I worked for a petting zoo and ranch in high school. So I had lots of experience with horses, and let's see, they had emus and deer and pigs and goats and, just basic farm life stuff. And I grew up, I never was someone that sat in front of a TV. I was told to get the F out the house and don't come back until the lights come on, the street lights come on. So I was running around in my neighborhoods, and when I could get out into the forest, just going to get lost and wander around, see what I could discover.
Yeah. Wow. That's brave.
I kept snakes and reptiles for a long while. I took a little break from fish and moved into reptiles for a bit, and then came back to fish.
What kind of snake did you have?
Oh, I had Burmese pythons, ball pythons, boa constrictors, just anything. I've loved them all.
Alex from A Secret History Living in Your Aquarium says, "Hey y'all."
What's up, Alex?
How y'all doing? My goodness. Hey y'all, how are you guys doing? And what up, Brandon brother?
Yes, sir. How's it going, buddy?
So you guys, this morning's coffee cup is brought to you by your one and only Daniel Velez. Look at that. Yeah. See, I am working behind scenes. And happy birthday to you again, Daniel.
Yes, happy birthday, Rico, Danny.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine you being able to keep aquariums and keep fish and not be able to see them. It's amazing to me that you have such a great personality and still want to help with the hobby and still be in the hobby and all of that.
Oh my gosh, the hobby, all of you guys that I've met in the last couple of years since I've had my channel, and just the animals in general have probably kept me alive since I went blind. Like I was saying, I was extremely active, whether I was out fishing or kayaking or just out on the water or running around in the woods somewhere or whatever. I've always been extremely active, and I used to be an artist. I drew and painted, and of course I had my fish. And when I went blind, your first thought is, oh my God, that's all over. Who am I now? And it was really bad and really rough for a good year or so. And even now, to this day, if I get on the wrong side of something, it's usually better to walk away and let me blow up, and I'll come back to you when I've got control again, because it's such a feeling of helplessness when you can't make something work, and you know, if you could only see what the F you're doing,
Yeah,
you'd have it under control.
very understandable. I mean,
So I sat on the couch depressed and angry and pissed off at the world for a long time. And one day I decided that I didn't want to sit on the couch and, you know, waste away and die. I reached out, started watching some reptile videos, and Kennan from Camp Kennan had, you know, he got my attention talking about tortoises, and I just started thinking to myself that I could keep track of a tortoise and could probably do that. So I went and ordered myself a tortoise, which is over here to my right. He's inside for the winter right now.
oh, okay.
But then after I got the tortoise, I was like, there's not much of a step further from fish.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, I started working through it. I'm like, can I change water without sight? Well, sure. Can I set up a tank without sight? Yeah, my hands do a fantastic job of telling me what's in front of me. So I just went out and I got a little basic 10-gallon kit and bought some guppies, and here I am 5 years later. I've got a channel and quite a few tanks and a couple of tubs out back, and the tortoise and my dogs, and this is the life now.
Well, I mean, you make it, you know, what it is now.
Exactly. I decided that I wasn't gonna let it beat me. You know,
Right.
I still have a lot of life to live, and I feel like I got a lot to offer. I'm not one of these people with a disability that gets offended if someone steps in front of me that, you know, just based on pure, you know, inexperience, doesn't know how to talk to me or interact with me, or may assume something about me that just isn't true.
Right.
I am an open book. There is not a question about my disability or the mistakes that led to my condition that I'm not open about talking about. You know, we can't get along, and we can't be expected to be understood unless we help people understand, you know.
I'm just floored as much as you do get to help people.
Well, I'm just I started YouTube basically. So I live down here just outside of Orlando, and most of my family is all up in Tennessee. So I've been in Orlando, I've been in Florida since 2007, and I started the YouTube channel so that my family back home could just, you know, see the tanks, really. And it, you know, it's, you know, evolving to what it is now, and hopefully what it will become.
Right. Well, I hope, I mean, and all blessings to you. I hope you continue to grow and get big and get the I don't know if it's the word, but get the message out that,
oh, definitely,
you know, even though this sense is gone, you've got what, 5 more senses that are out
and I
there.
use every one of them.
He's right. Yeah, it sucks, you know, but you know, you make it what it is.
Well,
That's
it's
right.
like you said,
right.
You know, you can be bitter, and I know I would be bitter.
Yeah.
You can either choose to stay in a hole or come out of it.
That's right.
It's not fair, but
yeah, I live my life by, I guess, kind of a mantra of balance. First of all, if everything's in balance, you can pretty much tackle anything. And then also, you know, we all fall, we all stumble, we all have hardships, but really what makes us great is how we pick ourselves back up.
Definitely. I find myself getting that way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, it's also just part of life as well. But, you know, I'm happy. I'm amazed. That's what I am. I am just amazed that you've got such a great attitude about things.
Yeah.
I'm just a normal guy. I just do things a little bit differently.
Yep. We've had some more people roll in the chat this morning. We've got Jeffrey Watts. There's Melvin Reef and Dr. Anthony.
Good morning, everyone.
Dragon Lair, I remember if I said good morning to you. Fantastic Freaks gave us a $3 super sticker. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. I have found something that I can play when I get super stickers and super chats. I've just got to upload it. So working on it, but I haven't finished it yet.
There's a couple questions in chat. Could we ask them now, or do you still have?
Nope, go for it.
Alex made a suggestion that maybe Brandon goes into sculpting since he's an artist, and
I have actually got. I was kind of painting around my fish room for Dee Dee a little bit before we got started. I've got a closet full of art stuff that is just collecting dust, and somewhere in that is a big pile of clay.
Cool.
That I have.
Have you ever done it yet?
Yes, I've played around with it. I was never as good at sculpting as I was with just drawing, and really the painting I had just kind of really gotten into in the last probably about 3 years or so before I went blind. I really have done a lot of pencil and ink work. Is really where I was good.
Wow.
I never got much into the sculpting because I was always just drawing. And I've got a little bit of clay, and I've thought about pulling out the sculpting stuff and giving it a shot. And I still may, but right now, I even painted for a while blind. I had some art for sale and got a fairly good response, but it is a really frustrating beast to try and create art as a blind person. Right. And I found myself walking away from it more often than I was enjoying it. So I put it away for now. I haven't walked away from it for good, but what I'm doing right now with the animals is really bringing me just the most peace in my life. So that's kind of
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's something about sticking your hands in that water, knowing that they're there.
Yeah. Always, every day. I spend 2-3 hours a day between my aquariums or my ponds, just piddling around. There's always something to be done, and I feel like if I'm gonna take on the responsibility of keeping these little animals, I'm gonna try and run my amateur fish room as close to the way the professionals do it as I can. Whether that, I've been doing this since the 1980s, but I still test my water 2-3 times a week.
Wow.
I can tell you to within a point probably what my tanks are sitting at as far as water quality goes. I've always got my hands in the tanks, feeling around to see if there's anything that's building up, or leaves that are not feeling right on the plants that need trimming, or just putzing around in the fish room, and 2-3 hours a day. And I've got nothing but time, so why not do it?
Well, dang, if we ever meet in person, I can't let you. You know how sometimes they feel your face? I can't let you do that. You feel all the imperfections.
And my fingers aren't even near as delicate as some blind folks. I mean, I feel like I can tell a whole lot with my sense of touch, but I know some blind people that can take a piece of a piece of money out of their wallet, and just by feeling the ink printed on the paper, they can tell you what kind of denomination it is.
That's sensitive.
No
yeah, I have no idea how they do it.
Patrick Dragon there also wanted to know what kind of tortoise that you had.
Oh, I have a Brazilian cherry head tortoise.
Oh, sounds
They're
exotic.
they're kind of a subspecies of just the redfoot tortoise. They don't get super big, so it's something that I can easily manage. And during a cold snap, I can bring him inside if I need to, and I don't have to worry about him destroying a room because they will definitely use their shells to bulldoze anything in their way.
Oh wow. And Danny Weshy asked, "Do you struggle with circadian rhythm?" I hope I said that
Yes,
right.
yes. I only sleep a handful of hours at a time. I tell everybody that I'm in contact with, don't ever question whether or not you should call me due to the time because I only sleep for an hour to maybe three at a time, and I could be up. I mean, I'm up all hours of the day.
Aw.
I, I'm just in awe of you. I just
I
kind of just can't imagine, but I could see another challenge coming, Brandon.
know.
Okay, I'm down.
Maybe we should do a sculpting challenge
Oh
one
yeah,
day.
that would be fun.
It would be fun. I'm not
Wow.
an artist anyway, so I mean I can only go up from there.
Well, I'm not a sculptor, so we'd all be on level ground.
Hey.
I don't even color in a book all that well, so but being able to see it and having lines to keep it in. So
That's okay.
I enjoyed doing the
Exactly.
blind
That's
fish
all that
challenge.
matters. Are you having fun? Then
You know,
don't even worry about what anybody else thinks.
and I'm actually happy with the tank. You know,
There
I
you go.
am. So
Yeah, I keep telling people the first thing I tell people when they're like, God, I'm not an aquascaper, is neither am I. you know, I'm a fish keeper. I'm not an aquascaper. I just, you use the tools that you're given.
Yeah.
And I also tell people that, put a blindfold on and maybe you'll get out of your own way and you might unlock the secret to your own aquascaping.
Maybe.
that part is true because I might not like so and so style. It
Hmm.
might be beautiful and it might could win a contest because that's what the judges like to see. It don't mean
Hmm.
that's what I like to see.
Exactly.
So
And we're
it's
all our own
everybody.
worst critics. So I feel like when you're staring at what you're doing, the biggest thing that people do is when they start feeling like it's not going right, they quit instead of follow through to the end. Wait till you finish before you make that judgment. Um, and when you can't see what you're doing, you don't have that visual block to stop you.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm a tenacious something, and I'm one of those. I just won't let something beat me. I may
Yeah,
get
right.
mad and throw a fit and bust something up, and then it's like, okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna do this because that nail
I
in the
can
board I can't pry out ain't gonna beat me. I'm not gonna get beat by a nail I can't get out of a board. Something
I
stupid
can
like
I
that.
can completely relate.
Oh,
So, what kind of fish are you keeping these days?
Oh my goodness, a little bit of everything. I've got South American cichlids. I've got rainbow fish, basic community fish. I've got guppies and platies and goldfish and peat puffers and betas and all kinds of stuff. Africans.
So, when you say Africans, is there a certain
Uh,
type of
the
African?
Yeah, the Rift Lake cichlids.
Okay. Okay.
I was right before I went blind. That was all I was keeping. I had kind of gotten real deep into the Rift Lake cichlids, and so I will not have a home that doesn't
Yeah.
have my big guys in it.
I hear you.
and Buddy Viper says hi, Brandon.
Hello, hello. She sent me the most awesome email. The last stream I did with the Biz.
Oh, that's sweet. I watched that one too. I watched Alex's.
That's man, he gave me my first recognition. I did a little like 5-minute spot with Father Fish right at the very beginning of my whole YouTube journey, but Alex gave me the first real like in-depth
Yep.
kind of interview.
In fact, I think I asked for your information on his stream at that time.
Yes, we've been trying to make this happen for a long time.
I know. That's so sad on my part for not just doing it.
No worries.
And we talked about it so many times, and just the day got past us, you know.
Yep.
But now I keep Notepad.
Right.
I hold it to task too.
Okay.
Well,
Alex,
one thing I think that I've learned the most out of all of this, being blind and relearning my hobby and all that, is patience. Like, and anytime, you know, you hear a lot of people right now going through and saying, what's the number one, you know, recommendation you give to anybody? And I'm like, patience, you know, patience. Don't get in a hurry. You know, if you know, and that works in just life itself, not just in your aquariums and stuff. Give yourself time. You don't have to be in a hurry. That's when you make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's for sure.
And if anything will teach you patience, it is learning how to live without being able to see what you're doing.
Alex said he's stoked to do another blindscape, but I'm entangled in another scape at the moment.
That's no problem, man.
I
have
a cool thumbnail with him all twisted up by Vallisneria.
Yeah, that would be. I got to learn how to do thumbnails. I have no idea how any of this stuff works. I'm really not a very good YouTuber.
I don't know how they make them. I just capture a picture that fits in the spot.
Yep, there you go.
I do all my stuff off Wondershare and Canva, mainly Canva for thumbnails.
Right. Okay.
For this thumbnail, I put the picture of me and you from Aquascape on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it came out real good.
That was a real nice thumbnail.
You'll have to send me that picture. I don't think I got any pictures of anybody I talked to.
Okay.
Except right there the last day. Within the last couple of hours I was there, I was like, you know, it'd probably be good if I took some pictures.
Yeah, for real. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I love all of my pictures, and I can't wait to put out the one with all the scapes that I took.
Yeah, definitely. So I extended the challenge out to the end of April. So anybody out there, go to my channel. There are a couple of the blind Aquascape challenge videos. Just put one out yesterday, actually, an update on it. Extended the deadline out to the end of April, so people have plenty more time to gather up stuff if they want to take part. And, you know, it's not anything, you know, this isn't about doing some George Farmer level Aquascape.
Right.
This is just about doing, you know, checking your hobby out from a different point of view and having fun and seeing what you can create.
Yeah.
I did talk to Corey while I was at Aquascape, and he has donated a $50 gift card for me to hand out. I'm going to get a few judges to help me at the end of the competition. And I've reached out to a few other people. Hopefully I will get some donations for giveaways as well. Also, my sister makes t-shirts, and she is going to help me with making shirts, you know, like just a limited run t-shirt for anybody that sends me a submission.
Oh, cool. That, I'm going to play your video in just a minute.
Oh, cool.
Looking for...
Brandon and I was talking backstage before you got here, and I was telling him, you know, I had a distinct disadvantage because I picked out my wood. I saw what was going in my tank.
True.
So I said, I wish I had a fishy friend that would just put stuff in a bag or a bucket and like here, that would be even better. And I may
redo it.
Girls at the LFS to get me something together, or get me another small tank for some shrimp, and have the girls pick me out something Just
Or
pay
put the
whatever they pick out.
get them to guide you over to the wood and pick it out that way.
Pick it
That's
out.
what I do. I'll go to
yeah.
my LFS and be like, I'm looking for driftwood, and I'll tell them the basic size of piece I'm looking for, and they'll take me over, set me down on the floor in front of the pile, and I'll fumble around through it with my hands until I find something that feels like what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I know I could even get Greg. I met Greg over actually yesterday over at our LFS, and I should have done it yesterday, but I can get maybe Greg to help me, and I can do that, pick out my stuff that way.
Yeah, like if you go to my channel and check out my tanks, there's not a single aquarium or the ponds or anything that you'll look at that I didn't do 100% myself. I picked out every bit of that stuff. I put the tanks together myself. I put all of the hardware and equipment on it myself. I scaped them and placed everything myself. It's all, I've done it all. I have very, very little help from outside people. And it was one of the things that I told myself getting back into it is that, there are obviously a couple of things that there's just no getting around that I'll need help with. Like netting fish if I need fish netted, and reading the tests, because there is, to my knowledge, absolutely nothing out there for visually impaired people to read water tests with, or, just any of that stuff. So there is some stuff, and nobody around me, with the exception of Jerry now, is a fish person. So I'm teaching everybody that helps me, about how I do things as well. So I want to make it as easy and streamlined for them as possible. And that just meant that I've got to do it all myself where possible. So that's been my motivation. And if I want to keep these fish that I'm just, so insanely addicted to, I've just got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you read Braille?
No. I don't even want to try to type Braille. I went to when I first moved here, I've been in the Orlando area for about 3 years now, or a little over 3 years now. And that's when I really first started reaching out to try and figure out how to maneuver better in my world. And I went to a school for the blind called the Lighthouse here in Orlando. And, you go through something called ILS training, which is independent living. And during all that, they basically walk you through how to do everything in day-to-day life.
Yeah.
From just getting up and brushing your teeth, picking out your clothes, stuff like that,
right.
Which a lot of it I had already taught myself by the time I got to these classes. But I was interested in Braille. And then when I got in and figured out exactly how Braille works, and I discovered that just because of the life I had before, I've always been a laborer. So my hands are real rough, or well, they used to be rough. They're not rough anymore, but I just don't have the feeling in my fingers anymore to be able to follow Braille the way I didn't feel like I had the tools to read it. So I just stayed away from it.
That was the same thing with me. My family had a seafood purchasing place, and we did a lot of clams. That was our number one thing. And you would count those clams, but they got those little ridges on them. And you do that all day long, it wears your skin down. It doesn't. It hurts after a couple of days, but then you get a little tough to it. But when I went to work at the prison, my fingerprints were like really hard for them to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So if you're criminal out there, keep rubbing your fingers on concrete or something.
Clams and oyster shells, they will tear your fingertips up.
Oh yeah. Well, Brandon, I have got your video for the challenge. Let's play that real quick for everybody.
Let's do it.
What's going on, everybody? What you're looking at right here is my 125 gallon Oscar tank. That beautiful albino is Felix, and the common tiger, that is my baby girl Jamie. Anyway, just coming back for an update on my blind fish keeper challenge. Remember, guys, it's the challenge where you gotta skate the tank exactly the way I do it. That's right, no peeking. Cover your eyes, get your hands wet, skate the tank, build it with no sight. Anyway, I issued the challenge the 1st of February. I'm extending it out to the end of April. So that gives us another 2 months. So go get your crusty tanks that are just sitting to the side with nothing to do. This isn't something you got to necessarily set up for, a forever tank. Just do something and see what you come up with. Go clean out an old tank that's just sitting around and grab some stuff laying around the house, put a blindfold on, and scape it. You don't even have to fill it up if you want, but if you, throw some plants in it, fill it up with water, take a nice picture of it, and email it to me at theblindfishkeeper@gmail.com. Now, the reason I'm extending the contest out now is that I spoke to a few people this weekend, waiting to hear back from a few, but Corey from the Aquarium Co-op has sent me a $50 gift card for me to offer out um, to my contest winner. So share the video out, share the challenge. Let's get some people involved and make this something fun. This is nothing to be self-conscious about. This is all just about exploring, having fun with your hobby. Let's look at what you're doing in a different light, so to speak. Um, Cover your eyes up and go in and explore and check out your little underwater worlds that we create. Have some fun. Send me some photos, and I'm gonna have some really good judges going, and we're gonna uh, decide. Hopefully, gonna get a few more donations for some giveaways. But in addition to that, we've also decided that we're going to make T-shirts, a limited run T-shirt for everybody that participates. So uh, let's make my sister sweat. She's been making T-shirts, and I want to make her scared of how many T-shirts she's got to make.
That's
So
funny.
anyway, that's it. Just an update. You guys get your hands wet, but don't look at it. So anyway, take care, and I will catch you in the next one.
All right. Well, that explained it. And
That's funny.
the Aquatic Morning Show, Brandon, will also donate a $50 gift card.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Nice.
Let me figure out to who yet or from who, and I will let you know.
Wow. Thank you.
So, yes, we definitely want to be a part of it and support it. So,
That's amazing.
I think it'll be fun. I can't wait to do it this weekend.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. After you stop freaking out about how you're going to figure things out, it's a lot of fun.
Yes. Yep. All right. Well, we've got a new segment that me and Miss Dee Dee have kind of added. We talked about it after the show on Tuesday, and it's called the Crew News, which means these are just random things that we found or watched throughout the last 2 days. They're not picked out for any, I guess we're not showing favoritism at all. This is just things that we caught when we were able to lurk. So I've got a few things that if you guys want to go back and watch, Rico Stan, and it's his birthday. Happy birthday. Had Taylor with Simply Bada on Tuesday, I believe. It was really, really good show. Alex, he always has a good show. I don't think there's a show that Alex doesn't do that I don't learn something. So go check Alex's out. Then we have our ladies' night. It was good. Bentley Pasco, I'm not sure exactly. I didn't get to go watch him. I don't even know if he even streamed for sure. But that is one, if he did stream, that I do go back and watch. Bob Steenfott, I miss him nowadays too. But I do go back and watch him. I miss him live, but I go back and do a replay. Stephen P. So some news with Stephen P. is he gets to go to Fishtoberfest. They are flying him out there so that I believe he can sing and dance to his mosh pit song. And he's not doing the clean version.
Right.
Oh, he's not. Wow.
Yep, he said he was not doing the clean version.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so he's going to be flying out there, and the one and only G, Stephen P.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yep. Aquarium Co-op also did a stream. I think it was around 8 or 9ish on Tuesday or Wednesday. Jimmy P is still out, isn't he, or did he do a stream?
Well, he hasn't done a stream, but he's out of the hospital.
He is out of the hospital. Okay, Good news. Very good news. And then Miss Pam and Mr. Bob had Miss Dee Dee on again. And that ended up being a really, really good show as well. Also, oh my God, I just went blank because I didn't write it down. I am sorry about canceling members show yesterday. I had a lot going on that was not expected, and I just couldn't do both. So I do apologize for that, and I will do a pop-up members only stream before the end of the week. So I will make up for that. But Miss Dee Dee, do you have any that just popped out?
Well, you hit a lot of them, but yesterday I was traveling during Joe's and what would have been your time.
Yeah.
So I had an appointment right in the middle of it. It's a 2-hour drive, but I was listening to Joe's, and Sherry Mississippi Hippie won another giveaway from him.
Oh,
I guess it was like one of those wooden design things from like down at Aquascape.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Which, she won the tank for the Fish Fam Christmas, and now she's getting her hookup. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was kind of hard to see what he's doing because I'm trying not to look at my phone while I'm driving. But I just kind of glanced at it, and it looked like a nice thick chunk to make a shelf or something, maybe, or
just to set a bowl on. Because I think it came from the guys that I'm putting the video out on today, the teaser interview, Zen Aqua.
Yes, it did.
And we will be doing, and they will be coming on the morning show as well.
That reminds me, because I couldn't write that down, but I think I subbed to them over throughout Aquascape sometime, but if I didn't, I got to make sure I get in there.
Those guys
can't miss it. Miss Nosy, I can't miss anything.
Right, that's why this is such a good segment.
incredible stands.
Yeah, and the other thing that I have been focusing on has been that Peru,
yes,
from the Amazon Research Center.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, anybody out there, go and get in on that, because if I could see, I would be all over that.
I did a little infomercial for him yesterday too.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull that up, Miss Dee Dee.
That is such like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
Anybody that's capable and able to partake of a trip like that should just be all over that.
I mean, it's not like for most of us, we'd have to have several $1,000s to fly over and blah, 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 and stay for a week. Well, here, for a $50 raffle ticket, and I did read on his little brochure thing that, like, if there's more than one, you can get others at a discounted price. I don't know exactly how that works, but so maybe like if a pair wants to go in your house, you can buy a second raffle ticket for a little bit less. I'm not sure. You can read his. It's on his website,
Cool.
on YouTube channel. But for $50, you could go to Peru technically.
Right, right. That's amazing. All right, well, let's watch this.
Oh. I love Dr. Anthony. He's just fit right in here and
Hadn't he?
Just became one of the family members.
Yeah, what all was going on the video? The music was lovely.
Thank you. Well, I was in a hurry because I wanted to get it out as soon as I could. I didn't, I think the end of the raffle is March 31st, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember.
And Miss Lori has put the short for the day in the chat for us.
Sweet.
And it might be that video, I think.
Okay. That would be awesome. Let's see. I was trying so hard to upload something that just isn't working. Just not doing what I wanted to do.
But mention in the short, make sure you go in, do your comments, say the magic words, and share it out if you like.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, I don't know why. It's exporting my files, but I don't know to where.
Lord. When you do all this export, import stuff, I panic. It's like I don't know what to do.
Not there.
Geek boy, have a great meeting there, dude. Yeah, it's running for a month.
It is there now.
And Skipper clarified that raffle ticket is a trip for two. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay, it did upload them. Now I'm re-downloading them so that I can play them on here. So,
oh man, that's too much information. All this upload, download.
You sound like me, Dee Dee.
That stuff wears me out.
It can. All right.
See, Dragonair's going to buy him a ticket on the 3rd. So he would have a great time over there.
Yeah, I want to go so bad because I want to video everything.
Yeah.
And bring.
I think that would just be an amazing trip.
Yes. All right, so I got that down. Dr. Anthony's trip. Where do you go to sign up for the trip?
Go to his website. There's a video he put out specifically.
He put out one?
Yes, on the Amazon YouTube channel.
Okay. I will look that up in just a second, but I got this uploaded, so I want to play it. Thank you for those that have done the super chats this morning or super stickers. Garcia and Daniel Velez, right?
I believe he did a super sticker. Yeah,
I think so.
It was Garcia's Aquatics.
Garcia Aquatics, but I thought that was we had two. Anyway, thank you guys.
I missed it then. I'm sorry.
And I'm going to start doing something like this.
Okay, let me in. What was it?
It was a dog playing on the bed with the sheets, being real goofy and funny. And then some guys doing I don't know. It almost looked like the Macarena, but
Oh, no.
not exactly. I'm going to put some music to it, some funny music to it. I just haven't. That was like, put that together while we're doing this.
That's
so,
fun.
And then I'm just going to upload the birthday one so I can play that for the birthday boys today.
I want to ask everyone out there, guys, this morning I looked and I am like 4 subscriptions away from 400.
Oh my gosh.
We got to get me up.
Yes, you guys.
Let's get me over 400.
Get him up there. All right, let me see something here.
I have lost my link to Dr. Anthony. How did I lose that? Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to go get it and bring it back.
I'm going to do it through the morning show. See if
Bunny Viper was your 400th, Brandon.
Sweet.
Awesome.
There you go.
For Scooty.
And I can't find nothing on this one, but I will. I'll get it done. All right. I need to find Dr. Anthony's.
Impulse Tarot asked me to post a link, and I copied it and pasted it. But when you put it in the chat box,
if you want to put it in private chat, you have to go to YouTube and put it in.
Because it went through Facebook Messenger, so I'm gonna have to go over there and try to figure out how to do that without copy. It copied like save the fishes and save the world. You know, it went through this whole description.
All right.
So,
this is Dr. Anthony.
And
he doesn't mind me playing this, right? I hope not.
Well, I wouldn't think so, being he asked us to talk about it.
Okay. All right.
Grandma, so here's email.
We're across the street at the Amazon Research Center, the kind of facility manager's property where he's got numerous breeding ponds right now. It's a little dry. Sounds like they were full last week, but I mean, really cool to walk around and see these ponds.
There's a common Laura carrot.
I do like saying that. Ooh,
cool.
That is.
I'd like to just go and hang out at the research center and just see how they do what they do.
Okay, so we got the gist of it.
It would be fun, though.
Real.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Okay, so because we were playing that video, so that we could get more people to go and buy a ticket, or don't just let me win it. So it's for a good cause. The money goes to the research center and everything. So definitely go do that. And for the birthday boys, I do not know what this sounds like, so this is going to be funny regardless. So there you go. I thought it was like singing happy birthday. So, I got some work to do on it. But happy birthday to Rico and Daniel Velez. And a special thanks to our sponsor, would be Joe's Shrimp Shack. And we're going to look at his commercial real quick and bring us into the members. And then we'll be back to the show. And thank you very much for being a sponsor of Joe's Shrimp Shack. And you guys can go to www.joeshrimpshack.com to look for any of those products you just seen in the video. You get a 10% discount for using the code TAMS for up to 4 hours after the show. So go get you something.
Yeah,
All right,
go
guys.
get it.
Yep.
Oh, Jazz Fisherman wants to know, do you have the link for that video you just played so he can watch it later?
Yeah. Well, I will get it and I will put it, I'll put it on the Facebook page. Fishy Mom, the Aquatic Morning Shows Facebook page. I'll put the link there. Apparently it wasn't the one I was supposed to play, but oh well.
But we'll get that one tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. That one was done by the Aquarius podcast, so I'll probably have to take that out of the video today. That way I don't get in trouble by Corey.
Yeah, I saw it's just like, but I saw Randy, it's like, that's Randy.
Yeah. Yeah. So it will probably not be in the replay, but I'll put the link on Facebook for you guys on the Aquatic Morning Show Facebook page.
But I can share the other one if you want me to share it real quick.
How long is it?
It's not very long. It's just a few minutes at best.
Let's play that one tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I've got still a lot to do and running out of time. You guys, we definitely want to say thank you for our members. You guys help us get through it. And I know I am going to do a new one. I promise I'm going to do a new one. But we're still doing the Mosh Pit, which is still a good song, especially for the newer people that haven't ever heard it. So it brings more people to see Stephen P. 2003. And if you don't know who he is, go check him out. Awesome guy. Awesome songs.
And he'll have a new dude before long.
That's right.
It's a live ever mosh pit. So watch it, don't knock it, drop and fry every day, ain't gon' stop it. People saying hey and whoa and take it slow, it's out of control, but they don't know I got a mother-loving biome. Nature! So leave it alone, they're doing fine in a happy home. Making babies with their fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers is kinda gross, but you know that's the way it goes. Now I'm in the midst of a colony blitz. It all started with a batch of fry. The mama died, but the baby survived and grew up and thrived. Then the guppies kicked the breeding into overdrive. What was accidental and incremental blew up into an exponential and totally mental experimental hit. And the fish police threw a fit. I guess they just couldn't handle my live bearer mosh pit. Best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spine or time to hear you whine. Stop the fish police! I'm making hybrids I desire to acquire and combine entire lines designed to inspire and surprise. Advertise the rise of my monkey fighting live bearer empire. You looking all distraught, you think it's overstocked, but you got no shot to sway me, you're an afterthought. Yeah, I got guppies getting blitzed on duckweed. Had enough of these, well they don't stop and neither do we. You might call it a challenge, it's a foot per gallon. Your rationale is sound, but it's a little unfounded, 'cause I'm gonna be crowned as the best flippin' mud guppy breeder around. On this earth, then my mutts, I assert, are gonna make you a convert to a chaotic tank that doesn't take much effort or the hand of an expert. Look, all I did was rap and 5 guppies just gave birth. Best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, 'cause you best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't genetics for the color theoretics. A different aesthetic. It's cosmetic and frenetic. If you don't get it, I do. I got a vision. It's eidetic. And your derision, well, it's really quite pathetic. Now you see a bunch of platties, they're looking fatty, you think it's fatty, and the plants are overgrown, getting kinda ratty. It's alright, little laddie, just look me in the eye and tell me who's your daddy. Best not front on me about this colony, cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, cause you best not front on me about this company, cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, bird of love and plant the fish food, don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun. Yeah. You think I give a fudge about some algae? What, you afraid of shiznit getting too natural up in this biznatch? Good sir, dispose of your TDS meter, for it measures organic and inorganic solids, and it's more beneficial to learn the chemistry of your water. Thank you very much. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish poo, don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun.
And we're back for just a moment. If you too can be a member. There's a join button right below. We have a $2.99, a $4.99, and a $6.99. They all have different perks, so go check them out. They all help the show. Miss Dee, I am going to run the Peru one. That way, when I cut the other one out, there is still the information in here. So if you don't have it still pulled up, I'd have it.
I do. Well,
okay.
If you got it, go ahead and do it.
Okay. Sorry, guys, fixing my mistake.
Very soothing music.
All right. Well, that was quick.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so that was just giving information on the trip and where to go and how much it is and all that good stuff. So you kind of have to read it. So if I play it again tomorrow, I'll read through it. That way it'll play out. So now it's time to write your senator and the Senate. Oh,
I put that code up there. I finally figured out how to do it without like.
Oh, okay. That was what I was supposed to go look at.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was from some sort of magazine, but I just
Amazon
reading into it yesterday.
Uh-huh.
That was very well done.
It was from the Amazonas, right?
Well, they've got several magazines. I think the Amazonas is one of them, if I read that correctly. It was like Reef to something.
Oh.
Let me go back. I should have. I was almost copied that, and I didn't do it. I don't know why.
I can't spell Amazonas. A-M-A.
It's AMAZONIS, isn't it?
O-N-I-S.
Yeah, it's from the Reef to Rainforest Media, and they say our magazines are Amazonas and Coral. I don't know. But
Okay.
I have not done that magazine, but I know I've heard
I
several
really
people
want
do
to.
it.
Yep. I keep
It's not
saying
all that expensive either, is it?
it. Yeah, it is. It is kind of expensive. Because the book. Well, I'll show you. I've got it pulled up. The They have really, really nice stuff. That's all I can say. Stuff.
It
Like,
looks very interesting.
yeah, and I need to do it. I should have already done it, but yeah, I get a lot of info from them. Free. I try to get free, but they have one of these books that is on gobies, and they have another one that is on or they're not books, they're magazines. But one of them is also on the Achilles, and I really want that one. So it says 6 big issues a year in highest quality print and digital editions. Get 1 full year with a 6 big bi-monthly issues for $39. So it's about, I thought it was 40 to 50. But you can also go back and buy issues like this one with the shrimp. And then like the one that I was talking about with the Achilles, and I mean there's many more, the plecos and everything. You can go back and buy those separately, and there are so many. And then there's also a tropical fish magazine too, but anyway, yeah.
When somebody was discussing this on a stream, and I believe it was Rico Stan a long time ago, I didn't really understand, I won't never read it, blah, blah, blah. But, now that I have more of an interest in learning more than just looking at the fish swim in a tank.
Bex Bex gets it. She says it's so worth it. So I should have already done it, honestly, but I have a hard time being able to sit down and read anything.
Well, that's something I got to work on.
Yeah,
I definitely have to work on this.
To do
I think the knowledge you get out of those books, it makes the price well worth it. You can always go back to it.
Definitely.
Yeah, and saying I'm not a bookkeeper anymore. I kind of, as you get older, you box up stuff, or especially if you don't have a room you can leave it in and shut the door. But
Brendan said
you get rid of it, So I listen or look.
I've got a really cool program on my phone that I got through that School for the Blind.
Mm-hmm.
I've got access to like the entire Library of Congress free of charge, so I can get if it's in the Library of Congress, I've got access to it. I've got it. It's all audio,
That's
so
cool.
Yeah. I would love to have that.
It's either YouTube or it's my book program.
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yeah. I that would be cool to have that program, just period. When you don't have time to read, I can listen all day long, but stopping to actually read, for one, I don't have time to do it. Two, I will pass out within the first 2 minutes of sitting still.
Real easy. It's real easy.
Oh, Jess, you got another super sticker while
we
the
did.
video was playing. Whip Swirl gave you a $2 super sticker.
Well, thank you, Whip Swirl.
A little dog. That's what y'all need to do next year at Aquascape, is do the Macarena or something, make a silly video to share.
Like that. Yeah. That would be fun. Like when we do our group picture, we should do something like do a video or something like that. You hear me, Carrie? I'm giving, hey, Dallas. We got Dallas. We can do it at Dallas.
Later, Alex.
Bye, Alex. I'm just going to play your thing if you want to hang on for like 2 seconds. So, you guys, it is time for the fish history and scientific news by our very own Alex from the Secret History, living in your aquarium. Smartest guy I know around.
Guys, it's Alexander Williamson with The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium on the Aquatic Morning Show. So, today I'm going to talk more about hormones because we have all sorts of research coming out about fish, humans, and hormones. Turns out that estrogen plays a giant role in the development of our sense of smell. So this study all started with zebrafish at a school in Japan, a university in Japan, of course. And it turns out that the first cell to interact with the cluster of glial cells that become your olfactory cells or your sense of smell and later also part of your sense of taste. And for reptiles and fish, also other things like the Jacobson's organ and so forth. Basically, any sort of non-visual sensory input from our mouth and nose, it is mapped out through these same cells in the brain. So it turns out that estrogen is the very first molecule, compound, or chemical in the body that activates those cells to start growing and that interacts with them. So estrogen, in fact, actually decides how well you'll be able to smell in later life. And the amount of estrogen also determines basically the development of those cells that then become the sensors in our nose. And bringing it back to fish, this whole thing was done on the zebrafish. So they genetically mutated some zebrafish to not have a sense of smell and others to have a sense of smell. And then they watched what the estrogen levels did in their brains, basically. So they monitored that. And I'm sorry to say, they needed to do dissection, vivisection, whatever you want to call it, in order to find this out. And they did biopsies on the tissue, and they found that other than calcium, which helps basically electrical signals, potassium, calcium, help ions and electrons go across nerve cells to conduct signaling. They found that estrogen was wedged in there when the fish were in their embryonic stage. So they cut open these little fish embryos, and they found that estrogen was responsible for developing that whole part of their sense of smell and the nerve leading into the brain and the part of the brain that then processes that. So then they looked at mice. Then they looked at primates. And now they're going to start looking at some of the implications for humans. However, fish have been really dealt a bad hand in this case because estrogen is one of the things in a lot of water sources. So because humans take birth control all around the world the last 50 years, estrogen goes way up in its amounts in the environment. The ambient amount of estrogen is something like 50 times its proper or baseline amount when you're within 100 miles of a city. So that's pretty crazy that when they sample creeks and things, the water just over time and things from municipal sources, but also it just doesn't break down that quick. And so it gets circled and cycled around. And this is having some sort of impact clearly on fish development. And they're wondering if it could have any impact on things like, for instance, if salmon are using sense of smell to find their original streams and creeks, along with geomagnetic sensory organs of some sort, or if sharks and other fish are losing their ability to hone in on prey because they don't have the smeller that's working properly. So it's kind of interesting. Catfish and some of the other fish that have more sensor array stuff like barbels and whiskers, onodontodes, that help them map things and taste things even. It hasn't been studied yet, and it's not clear whether the estrogen also impacts those systems. But I'd be really curious because catfish can taste with their skin. They have over 1,000 taste buds on their lateral line and as well as on just underneath their fins, pretty much all around their body at the start of the fins. So I'd be really curious to see if it's impacting that as well. And if it is, I mean, is that meaning that catfish may not be able to eat as well in murky water and so forth if they can't smell their food, their prey, their rotting stinky garbage or whatever it is catfish eat. So just food for thought, and I'll smell you guys later. Bye. Hey everybody, this is Alexander Williamson again with The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. Today we're going to be talking about probably one of the things that annoys.
Stop. Okay. The button's quick enough. I got so many windows open I couldn't find it. Oh God. Okie dokie. Alex, thank you so much for doing that. And it's amazing. Hormones. Like, there you go. Another not technically a sense, but the smell is a sense. So I mean, I think that was pretty legit to play for today.
Yeah, and you know, when you throw food in there, like these dojo loaches, you can see them like pick their head up, like I just smelled something, and they go in search so fast.
Well,
you know,
shrimp, everything. That's how they find the food. I think they smell it.
Yeah.
Not only see it, but most of them smell it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's hard to
definitely.
believe you can smell underwater.
Definitely.
Oh, happy birthday to me. Brandon, that was probably good you didn't see that. It wasn't nice. I was being naughty.
Alex, I have the most people in the stream when I play the fish history and scientific news, man. Everybody loves
It's
it.
because he's like a freaking encyclopedia.
I know, like, that lightning strike, lightning everything into him. Maybe that
I
would be
know.
the only benefit he might have got.
Well, I wouldn't want to get it that way, but
I know, right?
it's a mind that just it's unreal how he can do all this.
Yeah, he does all the research and stuff that I used to do, like before I went blind. Now it's such a chore for me. Like everything slows down when you're blind because I've got to listen to the screen reader while I'm trying to search things out. So I just wait for Alex to post it these days.
That's right, Alex. We listen. Oh my God, this is what UPS dropped off at your door. What? What did they drop off at your door? But all right, Stephen, what did they drop off at the door? Just be sure to duck the fish police. Oh, they'll be waiting for one and only G.
Yeah, because he's going to be up there in Portland or wherever.
Oh my gosh. Alex said, did you know that women rate body odor from their own children? And as offensive once their sons hit puberty. But if on birth control, they rate it as natural for far more often.
Neutral.
I know Landon beginning to stink. Good grief. I'm like, dude, I have used some deodorant. Why don't you use it? And he's got that lacrosse gear, right? And I have heard everybody say that is the most stinkingest gear out of any of the sports that they could have. And because you can't like wash it. Like it,
Can you spray Febreze on it?
Yeah, you can spray Febreze on it, but it doesn't stay.
The joys of being a teenage boy again.
They think estrogen controls women's sense of smell for preventing inbreeding in primates.
That makes sense.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So you can, well, you know, I mean, in the wild, some of them, you know, don't breed in their own family line. Some do, but some don't. There has to be some way.
Yep.
Instead of checking your driver's license and making sure you're not a distant cousin.
Well, you know, dogs sniff each other's butts. Maybe they know. Oh,
exactly.
Cousin.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
I'm not sniffing you, honey, though.
Right.
I don't care if I'm kissing you or not.
Ain't that the truth?
No way.
I mean, it makes sense. It totally makes sense. So you
just that we
won't.
removed ourselves from those senses so much. And I bet Brandon can smell something at the far end of his house where I mean, I'm barely just within a 6-foot range of myself. But
It's not.
I got to look for something.
It's with the senses that take over for anybody. Whatever sense you may lose. It's not really that the other ones like. It's not like you get like superpowers all of a sudden. It's just that you focus on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your attention, you're focusing on those other senses because you are desperate for all the information you can bring in. But yeah, I guess I pay attention much more closely to the sounds around me, smells, the way things feel, all of that, every bit of it.
But my husband must be more connected to his caveman parts than I am, because he'd be like, me, you have to actually say, there's something stinking here. And I'll be like,
maybe.
But he.
Well, we all go nose blind to our own surroundings. So
yeah, we do.
Yeah. Just like in the fish room, Joe walk in here and he's like, God dog, that fish food stinks. And I'm like,
yep.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I got him. He's getting discus.
He is.
Awesome.
And some axolotls. But yes, he has made his mind up. We are getting him in the fish world.
That's awesome.
Discus. So
I had a really good talk with your husband, Jess.
That's scary sometimes. So
we were talking dogs.
Oh, okay.
Aquashella.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had a good talk.
Yeah. How come you don't have a service dog?
Because service dogs cost $40,000 to $50,000 to train just one dog.
Right.
And I don't have a need for one like that. I don't want to take that dog away from someone that could really benefit from it. I went down that road and I was on the process of being approved to go to one of the best guide dog schools in the country up in New York. And just decided as I got more and more into it that, I am really good with my cane.
Yeah.
I don't need that much independence. I'm very confident with my abilities. And like I was talking with Dee Dee before the stream, I've got such a strong support base around me that if I really need to do something that I can't just get out and do on my own, which I can do, shopping, going anywhere really is not a problem or not something that intimidates me. But I've got that support base so close around me that I don't want to take that ability away from someone else that may really need it.
Okay. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Did you ever have a dog before? Like not a CNI dog, but just a dog in general?
Yeah, I've got 3 dogs right now.
Oh, you have dogs still. Okay.
Yes. I'm actually surprised they've been quiet this whole time.
Well, hey, it ain't like mine won't jump up and start barking if somebody knocked on the door, but
I've got a greyhound and
oh wow.
And she is nothing but a dumb jock. You can't teach her anything. You can't. She's the sweetest thing on the planet, and I love her to death. But if she starts barking, you can't make her shut up. You can't. She is nothing but what she was bred to do.
I had a little Cocker Spaniel. We couldn't teach that dog one thing. Never could. She was just as sweet as sugar, and just lovable. But you couldn't teach her sit. And she lived to be like 12 years old, but never learned anything. She was who she was. She just wanted to chase butterfly shadows on the grass. She was sniffing, looked like she was the ground, and all of a sudden she would jump up and try to catch it. That's what she did.
Teenage boys smell. But hey, teenage girls can smell too. Just saying.
Now that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean it's fair. They ain't all sweet and sugar.
Yeah, I've got a greyhound, and then I've got all three of my dogs are rescues. One of them is they coined her as a lab and pit mix.
Okay.
Which I can see.
Yeah.
And then the third one, my old lady, she's Chiweenie, half Chihuahua, half Dachshund.
Chiweenie.
Yeah, that's I guess that's the name they've come up for them.
Yeah.
I call mine a chug because it looks like it was Chihuahua and Pug.
Yeah.
Yep.
I call it a chug. I don't know if that's what they would call it.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
It bothers me the eyes on pugs. Any of the
I know.
dogs that have the eyes that poke out like that, it drives me crazy. I'm like, oh, I just want to help you.
Lola looks
Let
like
me push them in a little bit for you.
If you pick her up, she does this bug eye. She doesn't look like that unless you try to pick her up, and it's just like she's in panic mode.
Yeah.
She always has the whites of her eyes showing if you pick her up and hold her.
Yeah.
Like, chill out.
Yeah.
We need to show our coffee cup sponsor.
Yes, we do.
video.
So first off, look, I'm gonna do this real quick. You got Miss Dee Spindin, which I got to cut out. Then
I'm a piece of paper. Yay.
Daniel Velez, fish keeper. And then this one, I'll go on another one until I get a coffee cup. Miss Bex, Fish Room,
who is also our month-end giveaway sponsor.
who is also the March month-end giveaway, who is giving away a $100 gift card to Aquarium Co-op. So
Awesome.
Yep, I need to get a hold of Corey and say, hey, you're getting a lot of
Right.
gift cards from the show. But he did say he was going to come on the show, so he'll be here.
Now, is there going to be a T-shirt and a mug? Because I might have put that out wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's every time.
Okay.
Every month there's always a T-shirt and mug. So that's a given. But and the $100 gift card. So big guys, be making sure you guys are going to the shorts or videos, whichever ones we put in the chat, and go and put in the comment section. I love watching the Aquatic Morning Show. Those words and only those words, and you will get a tally. You can get up to 3 tallies a week, and we run the contest on Friday. And then the person that wins on the Friday gets in the end of month race for the Aquarium Co-op card and the long sleeve or short sleeve T-shirt and mug. So
I just started my mug collection.
yeah, oh gosh, I've got
Somebody wants to know if that's a sticker. Is that just a cutout, Jeff?
no, I just printed it out. I just printed it out. And Lefty. And I have his
one the other day. That's right.
Yeah, Lefty and Miss Lori, but I didn't get Miss Lori's printed. I'm sorry, Miss Lori, I will get it. So
I've got to get a mug. I drink nothing but hot tea all day long, and I need to get some merch. Anybody out there that designs logos, hit me up. I need to design a logo so I can get some merch going.
does Annette do that? Or just the little thing?
No, she takes the logo that's already designed, I think.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Oh, Alex can design a logo.
Yeah, I've talked to him, but he is always so busy. I don't want to throw any more on his plate.
True, very true.
He's offered. I just
there's somebody out there that can do it. And then speaking of the Aquatic Morning Show has definitely got plenty of merch, you guys. And I don't have it, but cheap. I have it cheap. So, and if there's something that is not cheap, let me know, because I just missed it, and I will make it cheap. As cheap as I can, anyway. Because I just want y'all to have the Aquatic Morning Show. Start over. The Aquatic Morning Show stuff.
Clip that. Clip it.
Clip it.
But here we go, guys. I've just ramrodding the stream here.
Go for it. That's right. There's always more room around the table for another friend to have a cup of coffee. So if you'd like to join us, send an email to theaquaticmorningshow@gmail.com for more information. All right, you guys, it's time to do the rundown of the live streams for today. We do this so that everybody around can know what is coming up. If you miss it or if you want to go back to it, you can also go look up the list on, oh my gosh, fishfam. Yeah, fishfam.link. The list is there. And along with many other things.
Yeah, news stories, everything.
Yeah.
And for news, don't forget, I'm going to be on with Foxy's Fishes tonight.
That's
me and Mary
right.
Page. So
That's
to
right.
be sure, we will wreck that train somehow.
That's right. And I said I would help. So I'm going to really derail it. No naps. What? No naps. God.
No naps.
I don't sleep at night. So when do I get to sleep then, Stephen? No nap. All right, Miss Dee Dee, roll with it.
And since it's a one day, I have time to actually say it along. So if you can't see it, you can hear it. But on the weekends, there's so many I can't right. talk that fast.
Right.
So I will try to read them along. Thursday's live stream, Eastern Standard Time. Blake's Aquatics. It was this morning at 5 a.m. And of course, you're watching the Aquatic Morning Show, 10 a.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays. And then we have Afternoon Chat Delight with Victor Stan, 12:15. And we're going to have our Misfit Aquatics and Reptiles day at 2 pop-up. Thursday, we have Susan, SLC Aquatics, and Pet Exotics. They're both at 5, and they share a stream. And then we have Rocco, Rocking the Coast, at 6 p.m. And at 7, we have Foxy's Fishes, the Hot Mess Express. Mary Page Flynn with Dee Finned in, and Jess going to pop in to help me. And we have KG Tropicals, 8 p.m. for John and Lisa. And we have Fish Room Fever, James and Chattanooga Ed, 9:30. Then we're going to get Craft Ed, Chattanooga Ed with James and Rico Stan at 10:30. 11:30, we're going to have Rico and the Man, which is Rico, Ed, and sometimes James, and maybe another guest. And Liquid Zoo, thanks for making this information easy to find at fishfam.link.
And there you go. There you have it.
That's an all-star lineup.
That is, isn't it? Thursdays are really, really good.
Yeah, it is.
Every day is getting so good now.
Yeah, they really are. Like, it's hard for me to choose which one I'm going to listen to live.
Yeah, because it's like, oh man, you miss something every day if you're not there all the time.
And I missed talking about Papa Shrimp stream last night. It was really good. During the crew news. So look, you guys, if there is something you want me to put in the crew news, email me at the Aquatic Morning Show @gmail.com. If there's something you won't put in the crew news, okay? It's just that very short segment that we're going to try and run through things that me and Dee Dee seen throughout the day, or over the weekend, and just kind of help bring other people to other people. Other fish fam to other fish fam.
Absolutely. And it's very important to try to click those shorts every day, because I'm not promising something special might come out from people who click on all of them.
That's right. Miss Susan, good morning, and Hippie John the Fisherman, and Miss Bunny Viper. There were some people that came in the back door, and I didn't get to say good morning to, but very good morning to you. No, Jess, you should nap.
Oh, and if you have an event that needs to be added to the agenda, send that to Skipper's email so he can add that for you.
Yes. And Ricky DeHoy is in, let's see. This Debbie Holding. Melvin Dreef, I already said good morning, Melvin. I think Matt, Liquid Z, Jerry, we said hi to Jerry. Okay, if we did not say hi to you, please throw your name down at the bottom real fast. Stephen, I love the back door. Just don't leave it open. Got me giggling now.
It said Whip's World did not come in the back door today. He came in the front.
That's right. He came in the front.
Oh, and Stephen P. and Jenna, they have a new stream. They're doing
Dragon Lair. Just read what I said.
A fun new stream on Friday night.
Here we go.
This Friday night.
The Bucks County Aquarium Society meeting is at 7:30 on Fish Nerds channel with an awesome speaker tonight, Dee Dee and Jess. That's the Bucks County Aquarium Society meeting. Okay. And it's on Fish Nerds channel. Fish Nerds.
Yeah, I'm a subscriber to her.
Okay.
7:30.
I don't know if I am. I should be, but let me go make sure. And everybody, please make sure you are subbed to Miss Dee Dee and to the Blind Fish Keeper below, Mr. Brandon. They deserve it so much.
I'm trying this year. My goal is to hit 1,000. So it's a lofty goal, but I think I can accomplish it.
Is it Fish Nerd or Fish Nerds?
I think it's the Fish Nerd.
The Fish Nerd.
I think that's how it is.
Yeah, I think that's it.
There we go. Yeah, I am.
Like I say all the time, I'm always lurking around. I might not always be in the chats because it is daggum near impossible for me to keep up with chats and follow streams. But I'm always around listening to you guys.
Super Fish Nerd.
I wonder if
I knew it was something inside.
Have they come up with a way that you can watch and chat in chat?
Yeah, so all of the phones these days, they all have a visual impairment setting that you can turn on your phone, and it's got a built-in screen reader and all that. If you heard how my phone talks, well, you wouldn't be able to understand it. It sounds like chipmunk talk. I've got to keep it turned up so fast that it would be 10 minutes down the line if I had it in like a normal speed by the time it finished one sentence. She's always like, especially as fast as the chats move, she's always just it would be nonstop listening to the screen reader. I'd never hear anything that the host was saying.
Oh, it would kill you to listen to an aquarium co-op chat then.
No.
Oh God, yeah, exactly.
I can't
exactly.
even follow it with my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It just rolls, and it's like,
Yeah.
And sometimes
Yeah,
KG Tropicals does that too, and it's like, oh my God, how do y'all even address any of this?
I know. I'll come in and I'll usually say hello. Or if I hear something that I might just have a quick comment about, I'll pop that in. But other than that, I really try not to focus on the chat, because then I won't be able to follow the host.
Aw. So it does help when the hosts are reading chat out loud.
Definitely. If it's stuff that's like, I really love, like, Dan's Fish and all them who just focus on the chat and really interact with the chat back and forth. And, there's a place for all of it. The entertainment streams are great.
Yeah.
But the information, the Q&A streams are also a lot of fun. So I'm in all of them, whether or not I'm, excuse me, whether I'm actually, physically trying to chat back and forth or not.
Yeah, I wondered if that was hard.
That's why I read the live stream out loud, because if you want to turn some of these into podcasts, I got to learn to start doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easy for me to sit back, like, and don't do anything for a minute or so, but at least those 4 days a week I can do it. But that last day, I can do it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I tried it. It was like, I can't read that fast.
That's right.
And John and Lisa had a members only stream yesterday, and they had some news. I'm going to have a neighbor.
Yeah.
They are. They got that big same announcement on their regular stream tonight.
Yep. They I knew it this weekend, but they didn't. I couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
But Miss Susan, SOC Aquatic, says on Petzotic's channel today, the guest is Terrence and Keisha from Keys Constructors. Guess that they're snake people.
Yep, like
at 5 p.m. Eastern. So Rico Sands live stream is probably a blast for you, Brandon.
I love Rico's live streams.
Chat and being 15 minutes behind all the time. That's right.
Right.
He needs to name his stream "Finding the Sweet Spot."
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Yeah. See, John didn't realize, but he was giving me clues. They wouldn't say where they're going.
Yeah.
So it's like he would slip and say this. It's like, okay, I'm heading this way on my map. Then, okay, I'm heading this. And by timing, I'm about this many hours from this, and that it's like I almost got it figured out about where they're at.
Right.
They're not going to be able to get away from me. I'm just saying.
Yep.
They're going to have to put out what do you call that? Did you have papers put on somebody so they can't come by?
Yeah.
Can't remember that one.
I know, right? It's a restraining order.
Yeah.
Restraining order.
Like she can't even come in the county.
Let's see here.
Big Flip Coins is coming to your part of the world in April, Jess.
What?
Yeah, look at there.
Jess, I'm going to be in your part of the world in April. Are you up for a cup of coffee or lunch? You bet. You bet. You just let me know. Email me. We will definitely do that. Oh shoot. Well, you guys, we have unfortunately come to the end of the show. Brandon, man, we could hang out all day long, but there are other people that want to stream today. So
no worries.
Unfortunately, we got to end the show.
Look, you got my number. Hit me up anytime. I'll come be a guest.
That's right. I appreciate that a lot. And thank you very much for coming on the show today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
You bet. And maybe after you do the contests or whatever, we'll maybe bring up the winner and you and the winner and something like that.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So, all right, everybody. Well, going out, we've been playing the just music with the calendar that I've got to find. something real quick.
The agenda thing.
Yes, I've had everything else pulled up today, but that. Give me just a moment. And this is a slide of the upcoming events. So if you're interested in seeing what's coming on or coming up, just hang around as we go out, and we'll see if there's something you would like to put in here. Email Skipper. God, I can't. Is it tskipper@gmail.com? Something like that.
Miss Lori put it in there.
Okay, Miss Lori put it in chat. So if you have an event that you would like added to the schedule, just email that email address, and we will definitely get it added for you. So everybody, thank you very much, and we will see you guys in the morning.